You are listening to Clout Farm.
Me and him, we're from different ancient tribes. But sometimes you gotta stick with the ancient ways. The old school ways.
Hard Rock Cafe uniforms.
Support our troops.
I like that your idea of social justice is support the troops.
Did you hang out with Harmony Korine in a Tokyo Green Room at a 2-shell show?
You don't want to be a white Jamaican. That's a bad look.
Speaking from experience?
No, from experience. This fucking posh English guy's cutting about. You're a fucking knobhead. Can I have another red straw?
Yeah, you get older, man. Don't worry about that.
No one has a key. So everyone does go through the window.
Ships get overdosed on Viagra.
Whoa.
He's putting us on the train to Squaresville, Mona.
Irish studios kind of have the vibe of like a gay Berlin sauna.
Shout outs to Zora.
Have you guys ever smoked crack?
I'm going to get to radio. I swear on my life I'm going to be on radio.
This is music for people who had their first kiss at Latitude Festival.
I really have the giggles right now.
I love my parents, and if my parents do watch this, I love you all because I feel like I've been very rude.
I was talking to this booking agent a couple of months ago, and they said that they wouldn't work with Creepy TP because they basically gave their artists like a specific slot in like for a bed that they could sleep in his dormitory for a specific amount of time.
Oh.
And I wondered if they made.
Oh, I think you're talking about the gymnasium.
Maybe this is it. I've never been.
Yeah.
We rocked up, and in my band, they had put us in a room with the femcells, like a 4-bed room, like a dormitory basically. And I turned up with my guitarist, who's maybe like slightly less acclimatized to like the chaos of our lives. And I was just like, This is not happening, because I knew that there was like
you had
10
to
people
protect
sleeping
him.
in that room.
Right.
And
yeah. There we go.
barricade him.
I was like,
the poverty conditions.
No, he was like, he cannot see this. And so I was just immediately like, we need another room. And they sorted it out.
He had the best time though.
Wait, why are you working
Yeah.
with such delicate people?
He's like the best guitarist that I've ever met. But he
should be protected.
He should be protected. I felt, he actually asked me before we went to Creepy TP, he was like, "You gonna protect me?" And I said, "I'm gonna protect you."
Yeah.
And
I didn't even know that Leo was in the same hotel as me and my boyfriend Cormac, because Leo was totally like off grid and away protecting the guitarist.
I had a very sober Creepy TP.
Meanwhile, my room was an open door policy, non-consensually, with maybe a mob of like 20 friends in and out, like a kind of like
Just like an afters.
community ran sort of like communal bed.
Wait, so who are you sharing with?
I was sharing with Cormac, and then in addition to that was Maria, and then in addition to that was maybe plus 10 others.
But I just feel like
it was an
in
in and out situation.
It kind of functions in such a way that like, there's like a group of friends come to see us play, all without accommodation, and
everyone's raw dogging.
Everyone's just looking for a potential bed,
the next best carpet.
Many people asked me if you could stay. They could stay on my floor, and by virtue of the fact that I was with my more delicate friend.
I don't think delicate is the right word.
Not delicate, but just I felt bad. I was just like
we wouldn't wish that on any
fragile, cowardly,
no,
feeble.
Pathetic, yeah.
I think just honestly, I think just like normal compared to like our standards.
I think
of like
good standards.
To be fair, like as you're describing it, I am more and more inclined to agree with your guitarist. I can't live under those conditions.
Yeah.
So you need a normie coded guitarist.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone. The normie coded guitarist is, it makes for very
You spend the whole time wanting to go to McDonald's.
No, he spent a lot of time doing Kutna Horror is kind of like divided into, during the period of the festival, is kind of divided into like the regular tourists who come to like look at the architecture and whatever. And then obviously the kind of like the mob of like Adrena kids.
We call it the mega mob.
The mega mob, but he sort of was, I would say, more in the tourist world. And he spent a lot of time looking at kind of churches and things like that, and then he
stuff
decided,
that's quite interesting.
Yeah. He had a great. I think he had a great time. But also this year, Creepy TP was considerably less cursed than the previous year. Yeah,
our whole main ethos and like intention was to basically reverse the curse that Creepy TP.
Were you guys there as punters last year? Or did you play as well?
We were punters. We were just there to see friends play, but we all experienced a stacking of curses, and we can now say
they stacked up. They fully stacked up.
Yeah, we can now say that the curse is gone.
The curse is lifted, if you will.
The curse is lifted.
Yeah.
But with an element of like still creepy TP is, the clue is in the name.
Oh, that was wasn't it Ships get overdosed on Viagra and Ulike died?
Whoa. No, this is crazy.
But he was resurrected.
This is crazy. The level of like one story to another story to another story, because that's about me.
Bro.
You overdosed on Viagra?
Wait, you overdosed
I did not overdose on Viagra.
You underdosed on Viagra.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I got.
I didn't think that was possible. Like, what are the symptoms?
You're just like
that?
You don't want to know probably.
Incredible
but,
posture.
No, I was not I didn't overdose on
You're
Viagra.
just like hard
I
ever.
got. There was a.
Leo's like glancing at his crotch. It's gonna be okay.
There was a miscommunication with the word MCAT and cat, and we were missold a heavy bag of K to being a heavy bag of K which we thought was drone, and it led us to overdosing.
And of course, if it was
And
drone, you would have been fine.
Ships get cat first, and ships get shit like.
But
thank
Shipscat
you,
was
thank
doing
you,
a lot of
Shipscat.
Viagra.
No.
Right.
Was he kind of like hunched over a lot while he was?
No,
helping
he
you?
was grabbing me insanely amazing cups of revitalizing non-alcoholic juice, and his girlfriend cared for us like a magical beacon of light.
Yeah.
Chipscat is a good transition. He is now working on the score for your new film, if you want to talk about that.
That is true. Yes. We basically set up a session at Virus to make a banger, and then we decided to make a score, and I'm like in the process of finishing the piece, and it feels quite like exciting because it's like almost feeling like a kind of folk horror soundtrack, and it's going to be like an ongoing series. So
you were saying that the boys at Virus didn't believe that you were producing there.
Yeah, they shut the door on me, and
The people who own it.
Yeah, the people that run and own it, and it caused me to basically go.
It was Mike Ashley. It was Mike Ashley.
Yeah.
Bounced you.
Name drop. No, they caused me to have such a hissy fit that I was like in a keyboard war with my boyfriend just before the session started, and it was me pacing up and down trying to figure out who the person was that had shut the door on me, and it ended up being just one of the technicians.
Wait, why did they doubt your credentials?
Well, you just like really wanted to know. You were like, I'm not not starting till I know who closed the door on me. Honestly, really, that's crazy. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Run it.
How was that? Describe the Virus Studios.
The Virus Studios feel like a
spaceship.
Rick Owens lair with bad CD strips of neon lighting and guys that say the word "yeah, bro" a bit too much.
Whoa.
Honestly, the Virus Studios kind of have the vibe of like a gay Berlin sauna. I'm not gonna lie, whereby like you go down, like where you like go down into this basement, and then like in the corridors, there's just kind of like a lot of like dudes hanging around
having gay
like,
sex.
They're not like they're not like naked and wanking, but they're
close over there.
They're like kind of like C-list drainers or something, and everyone just kind of looks at each other like,
Yeah.
and then you kind of watch, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
but
it's
what's
kind of like,
interesting-
it's weird. Like that's the closest thing I could see.
What's the,
describing it.
like-
and no one really knows why anyone else is there.
Yeah.
You know, and occasionally maybe you'll be working with like someone who's like a bigger name, and then like everyone will know who that is, and then the look is a bit more like, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Echo
It's-
2K was there last time, just getting like Mackies like every hour on Deliveroo.
Yeah.
But
when
I have to say, the first session was extremely epic for me and Ship, and like we actually made like the entire score in one sitting. And then the second
Is that
session,
the song that's in the first song of the set that we did at Creepy TP?
yeah,
Right.
and then because Leo accompanied me on guitar for that in the live setting. But yeah, the second session was like, it felt like Creepy TP or something. It just like became cursed. Like it was like Ship called it the Bing Bong Room because nothing worked and it was like impossible to fix it. So we actually recorded the guitar on the score with our iPhone voice note, and that's actually like the final version of
that's
the
what made it
recording.
in.
That's what made it in.
Wait, what do you mean nothing was working?
Just nothing worked.
I had that when I went to do a session with